Hello guys and welcome to my channel. The day has finally arrived. The FM21 Beta is out. So that means we can all jump into our own saves and test out this year's game. For my personal beta save, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be jumping into being the Barcelona manager and I'm going to be trying to rebuild that club. I've had a little dive in, I've had a route around, and I've figured out some stuff, and I've got a little bit of an action plan as to what we're going to do to move this club back to where it should be at the top of Europe's game. So, without any further ado, let's jump into it, and I'll talk you through what I've already discovered. So guys, as you can see, I have jumped in game and my massive four-headed character model has taken charge of FC Barcelona. I've gone through all the initial emails that we've received whilst at the club since taking over. I'm just going to talk you through them and then talk you through what my action plan is for this club. So the initial thing we got was that there are certain Barcelona players in the last year of their contracts. 14 Barcelona players are either due to expire in the next 12 months or may have already expired. I've actioned a change on this already. Riqui Puig, I'm trying to keep hold of him. Little Spanish playmaker. Obviously, he's come through the academy. He's made 13 appearances for Barcelona in his career so far. Nice little player. Obviously, don't take too much notice of the 2 stars. At the moment, everybody is currently being judged on Lionel Messi. So if his comparison is Lionel Messi at 5 stars and this guy has a potential to be 4, he has the potential to be pretty special. As you can see, he's valued at 2.4k. He's only on 6k a week as well. So we've triggered the extension on his contract. The big one, though, is Lionel Messi, but we'll get to that in a second. So then next up was tactical direction required. We had to come up with our tactic that we were going to try and play. So I jumped into the tactics section and we are going to attempt to run a custom vertical tiki-taka. So we've set the mentality to attacking, and this is what I've kind of set us up to do. Our attacking width is going to be pretty narrow. We're going to play out of the defense. We're going to play much shorter passes at a lower tempo. We're not going to time waste. We're going to try and work balls into the penalty area, and we're going to be more expressive with the ball. In terms of crosses, actually, I'm going to go for low crosses because I don't think we've got the players to head the ball in the back of the net. It's not true Barcelona style either. In terms of transition, we are going to counter press. We are going to counter when possession's been lost. We're going to distribute to the fullbacks, and we are going to take short kicks. Out of possession, we're going to use the offside trap. Now, this may cause us some issues, but I think on the whole, we're going to have a large portion of the ball, and I think the opposition are going to look for balls over the top to sort of unpick us. So that sort of goes with the higher defensive line that I'm going to play. The higher line of engagement is also being activated. We're going to force the opposition outside. I don't know how well that's going to work. This is a new addition in the defensive width, so you've got the options now of force opposition outside, and obviously the 2 arrows are showing you where you're sort of pushing everyone. Obviously, you've got standard, which is kind of self-explanatory, and then force opposition inside, which again, with the arrows is pretty self-explanatory, but we are going to try and force opposition down the wings. Not that we've got great fullbacks. It's an area that I'm going to try and improve on. But there we go. We're going to press more urgently in the press and intensity, and we're going to prevent a short goalkeeper distribution. This is our main tactic. I will need to come up with some others, but this is what we are going to be running with. In terms of the player positions, we're going to go sweeper keeper. Normally that would be Ter Stegen, but he is injured for the foreseeable 3 to 4 months. With a torn knee ligament. Ouch. Then what we're going to do is we're going to run 2 ball playing defenders at centre back. We're going to have 2 wing backs on attacking. Again, as I've said, I think we're going to have a large portion of the ball. So what I want those full backs or wing backs to sort of bomb on and actually get involved in the play. I'm going to have a deep line playmaker, a box-to-box midfielder, 2 inside forwards, a trequartista, and a advanced forward. Now, this is the shape I want to play. Do I have the players to play it? Absolutely not. So in terms of the players that we've got and the ones that I'm actually supremely happy with, let's put Ter Stegen in goal despite his injury. I'm happy with him. I'm happy with Lenglet. Ideally, I quite like Jean-Claire Todibo, but he is currently on loan. In terms of other midfielders, Pedri's going to be the man in the hole. Ousmane Dembele's going out there. Ansu Fati's going there. And where's Frankie de Jong? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? There. He's going to be the deep line playmaker. So in terms of the positions that I'm actually happy with, this is kind of it. I've brought some of the youth players through. Sergio Busquets, his brother, Oriol Busquets, he comes into the team as a deep line playmaker or something to that effect. In terms of other players that we've brought through, Moriba, another fan favourite from FM20. I've called him up from the under-19s. He can also play in these midfield positions. Trincao is another player who I think is quite interesting in this year's game. The 20-year-old Portuguese man. Again, he looks pretty good. Coming in at a 4.5-star potential, he just looks insane. Obviously, bear in mind, these star ratings are based on the ability of Lionel Messi, the GOAT himself. So I'm not taking any of these star ratings to heart, really. But this is kind of the shape I'm wanting to run. Now, a lot of you guys are basically noticing that I am not playing Lionel Messi. Now, there's a reason for that, and I will get into that reason now. So if we jump into the finances, you can see that our transfer budget is just over £9 million. We've got a massive wage budget, 4.6 million a week, which, you know, that is a lot. That is a huge transfer budget, wage budget, sorry, but with a measly transfer budget. So obviously, as part of rebuilding Barcelona, I'm going to be trying to offload some of the, I'm going to call it deadwood. I'm going to include Messi in that, but Messi is not deadwood. In my eyes, but the main reason I want to get rid of Messi, if I jump in here, as you can see, Messi is on £1.2 million a week for the next year of his contract. Yes, I know it's Messi. Yes, he looks incredible. Yes, I may get sacked if I sell him, but I'm still going to attempt to. Because obviously, with Messi on the £1.2 million a year, if I manage to offload Lionel Messi, despite don't even count however much money I can get him for, I will save myself almost £62.5 million, which will go a long way in terms of rebuilding this squad. And that is just on the wages alone. Obviously, if we can get anywhere above double that, I'd probably be looking for maybe double that for Messi, sort of 80 million maybe, hopefully. I don't know. Would you pay that for a 33-year-old? Some people probably would, as it is Messi. Some other players that I'd be looking to move on in this out of this side. Gerard Piqué, not happy with him. Obviously, he is 33 years of age himself, made over 100 caps for Spain. He is a good ball-playing defender, but he's a little bit on the old side. Again, on 110k a week. I think I can get a fresher, younger look in terms of the defense. Sergio Roberto, another player who I just don't think is a good enough player for what I'm trying to build. Obviously, he's listed as a world-class midfielder. Barcelona have been playing him in a midfield position. He's not good enough to play there for me. Jordi Alba, another player who I'd look to move on. Again, another one who's slightly older, 31 years of age. He is a complete wing back, so he kind of does epitomise what I'm trying to do down that side. But again, any value that I think I can get and bring in someone slightly younger to fill that position for the longer term, save on the wages, I think is the definite way to go. Sergio Busquets, I've already mentioned, his brother has come in to replace him in my eyes in the squad. He is a perfectionist. It would be a shame to let him go in terms of his role within the squad, but it looks like I'm going to be moving on a large portion of the team leaders. 275k a week, value of 31 million. Again, any sort of players I can move on for this these sort of fees, I definitely look at doing. Obviously, we've got Coutinho as another player I'd look at moving on. Coutinho on 400k a week. If I can just get some of these wages gone, I will be absolutely ecstatic moving forward, guys. And then the last two, Martin Braithwaite, he's never going to play for me. He's awful. He's played for Middlesbrough, damn it. He's not going to play in a Champions League attempting to win side at Barcelona. No way, no how. Don't care. He's not playing for me ever. And then the last one is obviously Antoine Griezmann. Again, another player on a massive wedge. This guy's on 600k a week. He's valued at just under 70 million. He looks great. He does look great. It's just a player that I personally don't rate. And obviously, we're trying to balance the books of Barcelona, not only in terms of their finances in general, but obviously with everything going on in the world in terms of COVID, I think it would be sensible to balance the books in this beta. So, as I've said, these are kind of the four players I'm actually really happy with. Obviously, Frankie de Jong is a superb talent. He's kind of what the team's going to be built around. He looks great for me. And then obviously we've got Ousmane Dembele, nice, quick, agile, good dribbling, nice at an inverted wing or an inside forward is actually where I'm going to play him. This is the main man for me. He's got potential of 5 stars based on Messi's ability. So Pedri, the man who spent last season on loan at Las Palmas, he's listed as a wonder kid, tries killer balls, runs with the ball. I'm just basically going to have him in that trequartista role and just let him go absolutely nuts. Do anything you want, Pedri. The world is your oyster. He's only 17 years of age, but he is going to be hopefully the creative talisman moving forward for this side. Then we've got Ansu Fati, who is currently wanted by Manchester United. No good. Hands off, Man U. You are not getting Ansu Fati off of me. Again, another one listed as wonder kid. Hoping he can tear teams apart on either the left wing or the right wing. Or if I have to, I can probably deploy him as a advanced forward. Again, only 17 years of age, but I think he can do damage in this Barcelona team. And then obviously I'm happy with Lenglet at the back. He's obviously not the best in terms of world football. I think he's won a World Cup. I think he was part of the France squad that won the World Cup. So, you know, we've got some options. Obviously, Ter Stegen's injured, so Neto will come into the team. But as you can see, guys, there's an awful lot of work that needs doing. If we jump into the club vision, this is what I've signed up for at Barcelona. They want us to play attacking football. They want us to play possession football. That's fine. They want us to sign high reputation players. That could be tricky with just 9 million, but obviously we are trying to create our own wealth here, and also develop players using the club's youth system. That's only preferred. Again, that's something that we are going to try and do. In terms of the 5-year plan, they want us to maintain the best youth system in the world, maintain the club status as one of the most reputable teams in Spain, and work within the wage budget. All very much doable, but we will not be here for 5 years. So the ones that really matter for us are the end of season objectives. They want us to reach the semi-finals of the Champions League. They want us to win La Liga, and they also want actually no, they don't even care about the Super Cup. The Super Cup is not important to them whatsoever. So that's kind of the lay of the land as it were here. In terms of the injury update, no one really cares. I mean, our first choice goalkeeper's injured for 4 months. Samuel Umtiti, another World Cup winner, is out with torn knee ligaments. He's also got damaged knee cartilage. So maybe Samuel Umtiti would be a player that I'd potentially try and move on just due to his unbelievably bad injury history. These are the transfers that have already happened so far. Obviously, Arthur going from Barca to Juve. And they bought in Miralem Pjanic for 55 million, which is just absolutely disgusting. We're the biggest spenders at 108 million. Devastating what they've actually spent that on. And then Alvaro Morata's come into Atletico from Chelsea. So all of this will change, so I'm not touching any of that. The next biggest bit of news that I have, guys, is I've already sacked my assistant manager. I know it's costing me 1.2 million. I'm hoping I can bring it all back in. Staff are such a vitally important section for me. Obviously, we're pretty good. We're pretty poor in terms of goalkeeping, actually. But we've got loads of staff roles that we're trying to fill. Obviously, I've applied for a new assistant manager. I think it's just such a vital role. The guy who was there, I just show you him, Alfred Schroeder. Sorry, Dutch people. I know I've absolutely butchered that. He was Ronald Koeman's assistant, and we have moved him on. So then, guys, if I jump back into the tactic, the main areas that I need a whole new defense, basically, and I need a new striker. I'm also looking for a box-to-box midfielder, although we do have several players who I think who could play in that role. So that is the lay of the land right now. There's a lot to do. I'm hoping to come back on Friday with a renewed vigor and lots more transfer money to spend. But this is where I need you guys to help me. If you think that there's a player out there in the world that needs to be in this Barcelona team to play using this system, do let me know. Drop it in the comments. I will take a look at them. I'll reply to all of them, and I will bear them in mind when I try and pull everyone in so we can start the season in next episode. But that is where I'm going to leave things for today, guys. If you have enjoyed it, don't forget to drop a like on it. FM21's out. The beta's here. I'm ecstatic. Let's get into it. Yeah, drop a like on the video if you have enjoyed it and you're looking forward to this series. Subscribe if you're new around here for daily Football Manager content. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Hopefully, I'll catch you guys there.